Many thanks for joining us this afternoon on News at Noon on Ospoly television. I am Kayode Aino. Major reports on the news this afternoon. Adeleke announces plans to reform Osun Amotekun. Nigerian strengthen flood emergency preparedness and response. Tinubu announces disaster relief fund as he visited Borno floods victim. Now the news in details. The head of Department of Mass Communication, Osun State Polytechnic, Ire, Dr. Idowu Akinrosoye, award the school representative in University of Ilorin pitch-a-thon on 15th August 2024 at New Lecture Hall, NLH1. Dr. Akinrosoye on Thursday, 15th August 2024, awards certificates to contestants who participated in pitch-a-thon organized by the Department of Mass Communication in University of Ilorin on 26th February 2024. Muritala Mistura has the details in this report.
It was a moment of pride and celebration at Osun State Polytechnic Ire as Dr. Idowu Akinrosoye, the head of Department of Mass Communication, presented awards to the school representative who participated in the University of Ilorin pitch-a-thon competition, which was organized on the 26th of February 2024. The event served as an opportunity to recognize the hard work and creativity of students who showcased their talent against other institutions across the country. The highlight of the ceremony was the presentation of certificates to the contestants, with Dr. Akinrosoye personally commending each student for their efforts and dedication. He noted that the recognition was not just for participation, but for the innovative ideas and the zeal they brought to the competition, which reflect the quality of training provided by the institution. The ceremony was well attended by lecturers in the Department of Mass Communication and students who joined in celebrating the success of their peers. The head of the department emphasizes that such recognition would encourage students to continue striving for excellence in future competition. With this recognition, Osun State Polytechnic Ire continues to demonstrate its commitment to nurturing talent and promoting academic excellence among its students. From the new lecture hall, Osun State Polytechnic Ire, this is Muritala Mistura reporting.
Team Mission to Restore, led by the flag bearer Comrade Falana Johnson, also known as Papi J, held a successful mega rally against the oncoming Student Union government election. The rally, which drew an impressive crowd of students, was a key event in the final stretch of the campaign. During his address, Comrade Falana Johnson reaffirmed his commitment to restoring the students' effectiveness, advocating for the rights and welfare of all students.
We don't want someone that will romance the place of the management. We want someone that will stand against the management for the right of the students. Both Papi J! Both Papi J! Both Papi J!
A speech focused on actionable reforms, including improving campus facilities, enhancing communication between the union and the students, and ensuring a more transparent and accountable leadership structure. The atmosphere at the rally was charged with excitement as supporters chanted slogans in favor of Team Mission to Restore. Papi J's message of unity and progress seems to have resonated with many as he called on students to come together and elect a leadership that will work for their collective interests. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced a disaster relief fund on Monday in Maiduguri, Borno State, to assist Nigerian citizens impacted by floods and other disasters. It states that the relief fund is already expedient as the climate becomes more unpredictable and many places in the country are vulnerable to its vagaries. President Tinubu announced this at the Borno Government House when he visited the state to sympathize with the government and people over the recent flooding from Adau Dam. He urged the private sector to contribute to the fund. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, who accompanied the president on the visit, said the National Assembly will collaborate with the executive to establish the fund. President Tinubu visited the Shehu of Borno, an internally displaced persons camp at the government secondary school in Maiduguri, and had a drive-through of the areas affected by the disaster. The president thanked Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara State, who is also chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed, Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Aliyu, Kogi State Governor Usman Ododo, and other governors who look beyond party lines to bear the burdens of others. The president extended his sympathy to the government, the people of Yobe State, and all the states affected by flooding, and pledged his government's continued support for victims of natural disaster. Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State has announced that his administration has initiated a comprehensive reform of the Amotekun Corps in the state. Governor Adeleke also emphasized that the reform will strengthen the Corps' role as a bridge between local communities and federal security agencies. The governor made this known in a statement issued by his spokesperson, Olawale Rashid, after receiving a delegation from the Development Board at the Government House in Osogbo on Monday. Governor Adeleke stated that my administration is already reforming the state's Amotekun Security Service as a bridge between local communities and the federal security services. Local vigilante and forest hunters would henceforth be working with Amotekun Service and other formal security agencies to secure Osun cities and rural areas. While expressing his dissatisfaction with the current state of development in the ancient city of Ile-Ife, the governor revealed plans for significant infrastructural upgrades, starting with the large flyover and the dualization of the road leading to the Oni's Palace. He also highlighted that the modernization of Ile-Ife was essential, especially given the city's historical and cultural significance. The governor expressed gratitude to the Oni of Ife and all the community leaders for their support to ongoing projects, particularly the large flyover and road dualization. He explained that aside from cultural and tourism considerations, the economic importance of the large flyover is crucial, as it serves as a key business junction connecting Osun West, Ilesha and Odo through Garage Olode. The World Health Organization is stepping up to support the Nigerian authorities to provide emergency health assistance following devastation caused by severe flooding that has so far affected more than 610,000 people, damaged key basic infrastructure, and raised the risk of food insecurity and spread of infectious disease. The floods have displaced more than 225,000 people, with 201 deaths reported in 15 of the country's 36 states and about 115,000 hectares of farmland inundated. In Maiduguri, the capital of the country's northeastern Borno state, more than 230,000 people have been affected by floods after a major dam collapsed following intense rainfall. The deluge has impaired access to health facilities, schools, and markets. 14 health facilities have been flooded. Acute watery diarrhea, malaria, other waterborne and infectious diseases, as well as malnutrition are some of the major health risks in the wake of the severe floods. Who has deployed 4 mobile health tanks comprising 20 medical personnel with essential drugs and medical supplies to the affected areas in Maiduguri. WHO teams are providing treatment for minor ailments, healthcare, and coordinating medical referrals to larger hospitals. Another WHO team of 50 frontline youngsters has been deployed to carry out community activity, case search for waterborne and vaccinate preventable diseases in camps for the displaced. To mitigate the risk of malnutrition and vector-borne diseases, food and non-food items, including blankets and long-lasting insecticide-treated nets, have been provided by state health authorities and partners, including WHO, at the Jamal settlement. A cold store has been established at a local hospital to store and process laboratory samples and vaccinate storage. The Executive Governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, has explained the reasons behind his deep passions and love for dancing. The dancing governor, as he is fondly called, revealed this on Wednesday while responding to a tweet on Twitter. And Twitter user Iwogoke, while praising the governor, stated that Adeleke has been busy fulfilling his electoral promises to the people of Osun State, while his political opponents believe he is only good at dancing, Iwogoke tweeted. Responding to the tweet via his verified Twitter account, Adeleke explained that he loves dancing because it brings him joy. Speaking further on his love for dancing, Adeleke highlighted that while dancing brings him immense happiness, his greater fulfillment comes from delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of Osun. Outlining his administration efforts to enhance the state's infrastructure, he noted that primary health center rehabilitation is underway in at least 200 out of the 332 wards across Osun State, adding that road construction projects are also progressing in every local government area. And that ends the major reports on Ospoly Television. For more news, to connect with us on Ospoly Television, I am Kayode Hainon. See you next time.